In the day's other news, President Trump's break with leaders of the countries that are the United States' closest allies shows no sign of healing. He fired off new attacks today against Canada and Germany over trade. This as the European Union defended the G7's joint statement from a weekend summit, a statement Mr. Trump has disavowed. We'll have a full report later in the program. The United States will no longer grant asylum to victims of domestic abuse or gang violence in most cases. Attorney General Jeff Sessions' decision today reverses a 2014 U.S. policy. He said that policy has been applied too broadly and that, quote, the asylum statute does not provide redress for all misfortune. A ship carrying 629 migrants remains stranded in the Mediterranean Sea for a second day as Italy and Malta refuse to let it dock. Spain offered to receive the rescue ship, Aquarius, but it is not clear that the vessel can make the 750-mile journey to reach that port. Humanitarian groups warned that the migrants will run out of food tonight, but Italy's new prime minister called for other countries to do their part.
Now
the news has arrived that Spain will welcome the Aquarius. We had asked for a gesture of solidarity from Europe. We had asked Europe to take charge of the immigration emergency and not leave us alone, as has happened in these past years. So I can only thank the Spanish authorities for having accepted our request.
The new Italian government won office with a campaign message that the rest of Europe has left Italy to deal with thousands of migrants on its own. In Yemen, there is word that more than 600 people have died in days of heavy fighting between government forces and Shiite rebels. Troops backed by Saudi Arabia are advancing on the Red Sea port of Hodeidah, now held by the rebels. Most of the country's food and aid enters through the port. Pope Francis launched a purge today of Catholic Church leaders in Chile over a sexual abuse scandal. He accepted the resignations of 3 bishops, including Juan Barros, who is accused of ignoring the abuse of children by a priest. Church leaders and lay people in Chile said they welcome the move.
We can't rule out there could be new measures from the Pope himself. What he has highlighted is that measures from the Vatican are insufficient, that we break away from that culture of elitism, from that culture of collaboration in crime, so we are able to offer guarantees that children and youngsters are being cared for and treated with respect.
The Pope initially defended Bishop Barros, but has since acknowledged, quote, grave errors in judgment. Back in this country, the U.S. Supreme Court agreed with purging voter rolls of people who failed to vote for long periods of time. Today's 5-4 decision came in a case from Ohio. Several other states have similar laws. Democrats say they disenfranchise minorities and the poor. Republicans argue they protect against voter fraud. Fire crews in southwestern Colorado are struggling to contain a wildfire that has charred more than 22,000 acres, nearly the size of Disney World. The wind fanned flames more than doubled in size over the weekend, sweeping through mountain ranges and forcing evacuations of more than 2,000 homes. On Wall Street today, the Dow Jones Industrial Average gained 5 points to close at 25,322. The Nasdaq rose 14 and the S&P 500 added 3. And the drama world's biggest night could be a big boost for a small-scale show. The band's Visit won for Best Musical last night, as well as Best Actor and Actress, taking 10 awards overall. Harry Potter and the Cursed Child won Best Play. Congratulations. Still to come on the NewsHour, why previous attempts to negotiate with North Korea have failed. Fallout from the G7 summit, where President Trump sparred with U.S. allies. The end of AIDS, the global fight against the HIV epidemic, and much more.